Welcome, Geminis. This is your June 1st to June 7th forecast. So again, I'll say happy birthday to you. I hope you have a wonderful birthday month. And for you, the most influential transit is going to be this first quarter moon that occurs on June 2nd. And that's going to highlight your career and finances. So this phase is going to encourage you to take decisive steps towards your professional goals. And you're being guided to really trust your instincts and move forward with confidence. So let's see what else we have here for you. We have the Magician. Yeah, you utilizing... I couldn't even say that the right way. You utilizing your gifts and talents and your abilities to construct something amazing, something awesome. So if you have some particular goals in mind, it's time for you to really step into your power and your leadership abilities as well to make those things happen. And you don't have to actually be the leader and have the title as the leader for what I'm hearing. You can be the leader as being part of the team. Does not matter. Okay, so there's also some reflection that can happen here that's going to be helpful to you, and you continuing to expand your third eye or opening it if you haven't opened it yet. But there's a lot of guidance available to you from the spirit realm. So from your intuition, from your higher self, from source, from your guides, your angels, they're all here. Excuse me. To support you, to encourage you, and to guide you. So all you need to do is to seek out that guidance by going within. But yeah, as it relates to you increasing and growing in your career and finances, like there's knowledge and wisdom available to you. You may also quite have some ideas, some avenues that you can explore here, and you may be deciding between like what's best for you. What's going to be the most, that's going to give you the most return on your investment, basically. There may also be some soul family here that can be of service to you. So it may be individuals that, since we're talking about investments, there may be individuals that have been successful with investments that you may come across or you come into contact with. You may have soul family that maybe know these individuals and can put you in contact with them, or can point you in the right direction of some books that you can read or research, or videos that you can watch. Yeah, I'm seeing that there's a lot of support available to you, and it's going to come in different ways and in different forms. So it's not about just, one way of you receiving information or inspiration or knowledge here. So also you're being guided to, with this soul family or with some other areas where you can branch off and do some research, basically. Just don't close yourself off to that, because some of you may be like, yeah, I know what's best, I know what to do, and you do, you absolutely do. But you may be inspired by some ideas from others, or they may have some knowledge or wisdom about some things that may be helpful to you in your decision-making process. Okay. Also, your intuition is going to play a huge part in what you actually decide to do. So definitely go within to connect and to receive those messages and see how you feel, and go with how you feel. We also have the Seven of Swords here. So you may be kind of moving forward in a haphazard way without a real plan in place here. And it's not that you have to have like a detailed plan written out to the particulars, step 1A, step 1AB, step 1AB2, whatever, I don't know. That's the wrong way to count. But what I'm saying here is that you don't have to have everything planned out in detail. This is about you having that inspiration and being creative and exploring and experimenting and refining your plan along the way here. So yeah, you may have to kind of jot down like your area of interest and things that you know you need to do. Like if you're going to start a business and you want to start an LLC, like, you know, there's some steps involved with that. So you may kind of jot down those steps, as well as that you may need to do for your business. You may need to do some research. You may need to find a brick and mortar location, or you may need to find a web host, service, or, you know, whatever. So, you know, like, yeah, there's some specific things I know I need to do as a part of this. So that's what we're talking about here, not necessarily like trying to force yourself into creating like this very, very detailed plan and not making progress or not stepping forward and taking action because you haven't had this plan built out yet. So yes, plan is good. Anything that you know you need to do, jot it down. But that's as far as it goes. The rest is about inspired action and you moving forward. Okay. So what else? We have the Eight of Pentacles here. So yeah, there's definitely some creativity involved here. So let your creativity shine. Do those self-care practices that make you feel good and that spark that inspiration and creativity from within. Okay. So this is also you putting in some inspired action and putting in effort, and it's not even going to seem like work or effort. So I really don't like to use those words because this is you enjoying what you do and feeling passionate about what you're doing here. So that's where you should put your effort. That's where you should put your focus, is what I'm hearing. Okay. And I feel like some of you are like already there. You're putting in the work. You're sharing your gifts and talents with the world. So if that is you, if you feel like you're way further along in this process, then just trust and know that you are so close and that you should not give up. And that victory will be yours. You will be successful and that will be your outcome. But it's so important that you don't give up at this time, especially if you still feel passionate about this and this is really what you want to do. So I'm also hearing that there may be some adjustments that you can make here because you are showing up as the magician. So you know you have these tools and talents in your toolkit. So it may be about going back and reviewing that and figuring out how you can put the wand with the cups, with the, you know, swords, like figuring out a different way to configure that. And using that and leveraging that for success. Okay, so just kind of go back through, reflect, reevaluate some things here, and look at what worked well for you in the past. How were you successful? How did you achieve those other major goals or milestones that you completed in the past? That's information, that's data for you that you can utilize and leverage at this time. So we also have the Ten of Cups here. Wonderful, wonderful. So there may be something with the family unit here. So there could be some support for your products. Maybe you need support with, yeah, so there's support, because I'm seeing a couple different things here that are coming to mind. So like whether it's like some of you need help like carrying the products and shipping it and mailing it out. Others of you may need help with your website. So yeah, there may be some assistance here from the family unit that would be available to you. And this can also be soul family as well. Okay, so leverage your family. If you have that opportunity to do that and they're willing and open to support you, absolutely leverage them and utilize them. Okay, because you benefiting and being successful is going to benefit everyone. So, okay, so let's get a couple oracles here. So we have disappointed. So you may be feeling disappointed and you may be feeling like things are not progressing along the path as far and as much as you need them to at this point in time. But you're going to need to really work through those feelings here because you are so close. You are so close. You have no idea how close you are. So this type of energy is not doing anything but creating resistance. It's creating a block. It's creating space in between. Creating more time in between where you are and the goals that you want to achieve and accomplish, your outcomes here. Okay. So let's look at some challenges here. So we have the Ace of Swords here. Okay, so I'm seeing like this is it's a lot going on in your mind here. Your trust in yourself, your belief in yourself. You may even be subscribing to some old belief systems, like some thoughts, some traditions, just even like some social mores or so. What do I want to say? Like just ideas and judgments from everyone and expectations from everyone externally about how you should be running your business and offering your products and services, or how you should be managing your finances or your household. Yeah, you may run into some of those things that really have this negative impact on your mind and your headspace and as far as where you are. So it's time to recognize those strategies, those thoughts, those behaviors, those belief systems that aren't helpful to you, that don't serve you, that don't help you progress, and really let them go, because that's what's going to come up to the surface here as a challenge for you. Okay, so we have the Empress here as well. So this may be about you needing to incorporate some more divine feminine characteristics into this process here. So some compassion, some understanding, some empathy. And I'm hearing this is for yourself here. Be kinder to yourself. Words mean things, and you know this. I don't have to tell you this, but it's like the way that you're speaking to yourself, some of you, is crazy. Like you would not talk to a friend like that. You would not talk to a family member like that. You would not talk to anyone that you love like that. And you would always be supportive of them and their goals. And you're being guided to give that type of unconditional love and support to yourself at this time. Because this is who you are, the Empress, the Emperor. But your energy may not be reflecting that. What else? We have the King of Pentacles. I mean, it's right here. We have female, we have feminine energy as well as the masculine energy. So I'm also hearing that just creating that balance here as well. Okay? So your assertiveness, your drive, your ambition, your leadership, all of those energies combined with your compassion and empathy and understanding and emotional intelligence, I mean, that's going to make you unstoppable. So this is really going to be a challenge for you. Can you call on those energies, bring them out, and balance them? Okay. So you definitely have the capability to do that. What else? So we have, oh my god, okay, so you cannot make this up. This says balance all dimensions of your life. I love it. We just talked about that. We just said that. So it is confirmation right here that that is the move for you. That is something that may come up as a challenge for you here, but that is going to be your key this week. Okay, so let's look at some underlying fears here. Okay. So you coming into union with yourself, and we're seeing this balance here again show up. Yeah. So you creating that balance, there's something that you may need to address as it relates to that, because that's also showing up as a fear. So what do you fear by creating this type of balance here? Because it can only be good for you. It can only work out in your favor, and it can only show you more about who you are. And it may show you areas where, like, okay, I'm not as kind to myself as I am with others. That's not something to fear. That's information. That's knowledge. That's data that you have that you can now, okay, how can I be more kind to myself this week? How can I be more understanding when things don't necessarily go my way, or while I'm still working on things and putting in that effort? I could be nicer to myself. I could give myself praise and encouragement during this process. Okay, so it's just really reflecting to you the energy that you're giving off and allowing you that opportunity to adjust and grow. So that's nothing to be afraid of. And you will find that, and you will come into that realization in time when you're ready. So I'm going to look at potential outcomes here. So we have the Three of Cups. Wonderful. I love to see that. So this is like all things coming together, the community coming and supporting and assisting you. So I spent a lot of time here stumbling over my words, talking about the soul family that is available to you. But here it is showing up again. There's definitely soul family support out there for you. We also have the Three of Swords here. So if you do have any setbacks, you do have anything that goes awry with your plans or unexpected things happen as far as any plans that you've established that you want to work toward, this is offering that opportunity for you to, again, just recognize the adjustments, the changes that you want to make, and make those changes and adjustments and continue taking action toward your goals. Okay, so this is you also healing as a part of that process. So learning your lessons and healing yourself. Okay, making yourself whole and complete again. Not allowing any setback to stop you from your dreams and your goals. Okay, what else? So we have the World here. So you absolutely have the opportunity to open up new chapters and create new beginnings for yourself. And this is what's happening as a result here. Okay, so that is going to happen either way. You're going to open up new chapters. You're going to experience areas where, or have those moments where you're like, okay, this isn't working. Am I supposed to be doing this? Is this right? Give me a sign. Give me a sign. Do whatever it is that you need to do to ensure that you're walking along the path that is for you. And only you will know that. So how does it feel? Does it feel good? Does it feel right? Does it feel like you're almost there? Or is it not feeling good? It's not feeling like that's what you even want to do. You don't have the passion for it. You don't desire it anymore. Either way, process that information as far as what it's trying to tell you, what it's trying to show you. And be brave enough, be strong enough, be courageous enough to take action based off of that. Because some of you will find like, you know what? Yeah, this really isn't me. I really want to be doing this. And you're being guided, if that is the case, to take the action toward that. Put your focus on that. Others are going to say like, yeah, this is absolutely what I want. So keep going in that direction. All right, so let's see. Let's get a couple oracles here. So we have vulnerability and you opening your heart and allowing yourself to be tender. And to me, this is you again connecting with soul family and opening yourself up. And that's only in the case that you feel comfortable, and only to those individuals that you feel comfortable and you trust that they have your best interest in mind. Okay, but yeah, they're definitely there to support you. So we have enough. You were born enough. So this may be an affirmation for some of you, to know and trust how powerful you are, and to remember who you are and remember why you came here. Okay. What else? So we have, I love it. I love it. And this is an amazing way to end, just that confirmation of you stepping into your power and knowing and trusting that you have everything within you already that you need for anything that you desire. Okay, Gemini? So those are the messages I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great week.